Meanwhile, the Law Society of Kenya has called for the unconditional recusal of Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat from taking part in the investigation of the mysterious death of Albert Ojwang. LSK also wants the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, to reveal the names of the officers he interdicted, including those who arrested the late Ojwang from Homa Bay and transported him to Nairobi. On Monday, there were pockets of demonstrations in the country as protesters expressed outrage over Ojwang's death while in police custody.
The Law Society of Kenya condemned the incident and termed the events leading to Ojwang's death as pointing to illegality, malice, and abuse of authority.
There is absolutely no rationale why Mr. Ojwang could not be produced to the nearest law courts within Homa Bay County to answer to any charges against him or for relevant transfer orders to be made. We are further apprehensive over the persuasion behind the overnight transfer of Mr. Ojwang to Nairobi without proper court orders.
Led by its president, Faith Odhiambo, LSK wants Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja to reveal the names of all interdicted officers.
Without telling Kenyans in plain word of who these individuals are, will be treated to make just PR for purposes of calming down the citizens of Kenya. We want to know who are these officers, the ones who picked Mr. Albert Ojwang. Are they part and parcel of those interdicted? And secondly, those interdicted, we want to know their names. We want to know each and every officer involved so that we can follow and find out what are the due processes that will follow, and we'll know the individual officers that are being held accountable.
While calling for full cooperation of police officers with Independent Policing Oversight Authority in the investigation, LSK also wants Kanja's deputy, Eliud Lagat, to unconditionally recuse himself from the investigations.
We know that this recusal is necessary to dispel any apprehension of prejudice and conflict of interest that may arise on his account of his role as the complainant against Mr. Albert Ojwang.
Ojwang's death comes in the wake of the arrest of yet another influencer, Kelvin Moinde.
We had asked our officers to follow up because they have not informed even the family where he has since been taken. And so we are sounding the alarm, and we ask also the judiciary to remember their oath of office.
In a statement on Monday evening, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions said there was no sufficient evidence to charge Moinde. The International Justice Mission, in a statement, has condemned Ojwang's death, calling for urgent and transparent action from all relevant authorities regarding justice for the victim. Similar calls were made by the Supreme Council of Kenya Muslims, who called for truth, justice and accountability, and the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, who also urged the youth to remain calm, peaceful and prayerful.
Our people united shall never be defeated.
Demonstrations were witnessed in several towns in parts of the country as protesters called for justice for the late Ojwang. A section of elected leaders have called for thorough investigations into the death of Ojwang.
It is not right that you live in a country where a citizen can be arrested, taken to a police station and eventually found murdered, and we don't get sufficient explanation.
The Council of Governors have also weighed in on the matter, arguing it was unwarranted that the young man died in the hands of police officers. Government spokesperson Isaac Maura says the government is committed to ensure the family gets justice.
Hatutalichukulia kihivi hivi kwamba limefanyika na liweze kukua vile lilivyo. Wacha wafanye upelelezi wao na tutakuwa tukihakikisha kwamba hatua ambayo inafaa imeweza kuchukuliwa. Watu waweze kujua kwamba serikali inawajali.
Ojwang was arrested on Friday in Homa Bay County and detained at Mawengo Police Station before he was moved to Nairobi, where he was confined at Central Police Station before his untimely demise on Saturday. Kamchemenza for Prime Edition.